Welcome back, Guru Nation. So, got a big question that a lot of people ask me. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. No Livescope stuff today. This is just a question that a lot of people have asked, and they say, how do you get depth on your perspective mode screen? Now, first of all, you need to understand that it's not just, for example, when you turn it into perspective mode, you're turning the transducer sideways. Therefore, it's not able to read the depth because the transducer is not pointing down or forward, as in forward or down mode. It's actually turned sideways. So it has no way to accurately measure depth because there's no beam bouncing back up off the bottom. Now, there are two ways that you can go about doing this. Now, the first way is, and we'll take a look right here. On the bottom of the Garmin Force, there we go. There's a GT54 transducer. It runs up the shaft or through the shaft, and you can plug that up to a unit, say an Echo map unit or a GPS map unit that will accept sonar. The problem I have is I have a GPS map 1222, and it doesn't read sonar. It doesn't have an actual sonar hookup. You have to hook up a black box, very similar to the Livescope black box, in order for it to read sonar. So if you do have an Echo map unit, you simply plug up a transducer to it, and then it will read depth in perspective mode. You have to have an outside transducer. But if you have a GPS map unit, say a 1022 or 1222, not the regular GPS map units, those actually accept sonar. But if you have a 1022 or 1222, which a lot of folks have, and which I highly suggest you get for live scoping, you have to have you either have to have it one of two ways. First of all, you have to have it coming from the trolling motor, and since that's not possible in the 1022 or the 1222, you have to have it networked to an outside source. Now mine is networked to my back unit. Now my back unit, let's go back here and take a look. My back unit gets its reading from the GT56. The GT56 goes to my back unit, which is at my steering wheel, and then I've networked it with an Ethernet cable to my front unit, which is a GPS map 1022. Therefore, when they're Etherneted together or networked together, they will share not only the GT56, but the 1022 also shares the Livescope to this unit. Now, it's very important that we note this. If you have an Echo map unit up front, and you want to use the transducer from the back, you have to have an Echo unit here. You can't network two different family groups together. Can't Echo map or network Echo map to a GPS map or GPS map to an Echo. You have to stay within the same families, and then they will share information. But that is how you get depth on your perspective mode. So not a real, but it's just a question I get asked a lot. It's not a Livescope per se question, but when you get this question over and over and over, because people see it on my Livescope, how do I get it there? How do I get it? That's how you get it. There's two ways. But guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Ring the bell.